Season number 2 of this Orioles franchise is underway. We are here in spring training after a very successful offseason. Not a bunch of huge signings, not a massive deal given out, but stuff we needed to get done because this pitching staff last year was not very good. We bring in Jamison Taillon. I think he is a solid addition. We bring in Zach Greinke, a veteran pitcher, just to eat some innings. I think he could do well. And wait for those young guys to arrive. But the bullpen is the difference. Lugo, Broxberger, Hand, Alvarez, Stamen, and then Kenley Jansen is our new closer. So this bullpen is completely overhauled. And I think it's going to be very good. And I think it's going to help us to really compete for a lot of ball games. You know, we may not win a whole ton, but I think we're going to be a solid team. Now, also free agency, we found some guys I was talking about last time we show. Adam Lamb, A potential, 69 overall, very young at 21. Steven Olivaros, 21 years old, 67 overall, A potential as well. Look at his batting. I mean, looks fantastic. Just finding these guys on the free agency market. I guess they're guys either that have been unsigned, but man, we'll take it. Going around the list, there's a few more guys. I think there's one guy possibly in the outfield. You can see Damian Powers. He's a B potential. He's 22. He's a 70 overall. Look at his durability and fielding. Looking very good there. Decent hitting. And then Billy Briggs, 20 years old, A potential, 71 overall, 6'3", very good hitting. Got some pretty good, decent speed, really good speed. Close from Pennsylvania. So, man, we found some gems there, and I continue to build up, this minor league system. As you can see, the rotation we're going in with John Means-Talion, Greinke, Wells, and Grayson Rodriguez. But DL Hall is going to get some time here in this spring training to, I don't know if he's going to win a spot. Maybe you could stash him in the bullpen, but depending what he does here. If he does well enough, he would have to really dominate. Then we maybe put him in the bullpen, but I think more than likely he will be sent down. We just want to see how he does against, some big league talent. As for, second base, third base, we do have some competition there. We brought in Justin Turner through free agency. I think right now he is probably going to be your starter. Depends. If one of these guys does very, very well, there's a possibility that he be on the bench or possibly be a DH guy. But second base is definitely up for grabs. And we got plenty of guys to compete for the job here as we'll jump into spring training. And we're going to see Zach Greinke. So last year, 15-11. Very good ERA. Very good whip. He just eats up innings, and that's what we need him to do. So let's see what Greinke has against this Pirates team as this one's ripped for a base hit into right field. He'll probably pitch only about 3 to 4 innings, at spring training, not really going to go deep into ball games. And a lot of times you're working on pitches, and sometimes you might not, react like you would in the major leagues. But also, we're trying to get used to these guys. These are new guys we have on the team, and hopefully, they'll be very good signings. And I think this is a very good spot for Zach Greinke. The whole thing is he's not a big fan of the big spotlight, and in Baltimore, you're definitely not going to get that. So you can kind of pitch how you want, calm, low, laying low pretty much. As this one is going to be ripped for a double, so 2-run double. Not a very good start here for Greinke, giving up 2 runs here in the first inning. Not a good first impression as Daniel Vogelbach just absolutely ripped that one into left center field. As we'll try to get out of this inning, and that's a nice pitch. That's what you want to see, and that's what Greinke can do. A lot of pitches, very good off-speed stuff. Maybe doesn't have that high fastball they used to years ago, being 39 years old, but he can control the strike zone, hit your locations, have some good movement on the pitches, and that's what Greinke can do. As we're seeing the arm from Adley Rutschman. Even with a throw that's not even on line, it's gunned down to second easily and gets him for a called stealing. And that's what we want to see from Rutschman, as now here he comes at the plate, and he rips this one into center field. But this one is going to be run down and caught. So he obviously made the All-Star team last year in a complete surprise. But this is going to be his first full season, and I just can't wait to see what he does. So Kyle Bradish now coming to the mound. And this is a guy that I think can possibly make the team. Will he make the rotation? I don't think so, but he has got some good stuff as well. You can see 97, the movement inside. So 0-1 count here to Benintendi. And he is going to rip this one, but Santander is going to be over for the grab and out number 2 of this inning. But Bradish has some good stuff as well. maybe not as, good as maybe D.L. Hall, but Bradish could be a number 3 or 4 pitcher in this rotation maybe next year. We'll see. Maybe he could just even make this ball club this year and put him in the bullpen and see what he can do as he's getting the out there to end this 5th inning. As Gunnar Henderson with the stop there. He will be your starter at shortstop this year, no doubt about it. Like to see what he's going to do for a full season as well, him and Rushman. Not sure if we'll have anybody else, maybe rookie-wise, as we'll see Colton Cowser here in a bit. And man, Bradish showing his stuff, just blows the fastball by him and gets out of that inning. Here comes Brent Rooker, another guy we signed, comes over from the Padres, former first-round pick of the Twins back in 2017. He's trying to, revitalize his career in a sense. Has a lot of power. You can see 82 power for the rating, even against right-handed pitching. He can bring that bat, and maybe he can make this team come off the bench and be that guy that comes in, 7th, 8th inning when you need maybe a 2 or 3 run homer, and he can maybe get it done as he does crush this one here. This one way back in the center field, and this one is gone, and that's exactly what you want to see from a guy that's trying to make the team. In reality, it's not really in his favor that he's going to make the team. But at least we'll have control. He set down to AAA. But man, that's what you want to see from a guy, and the power. We want to see that power. And that was fantastic to see. As here comes Gunnar Henderson, and he shows the power as well. This is a no-doubter. See you later. Out of here. And hopefully we can see a lot of that this season. I'm hoping he hits around 25 to 30 home runs. He definitely has that power bat to do that. And if we can have a full season of that, man, we got the MVP, Ryan Mountcastle. Who would have thought that? I mean, this lineup is very good. It is definitely good. As here comes Colton Cowser to the plate. He's going to ground out to first base for the out. But yeah, this lineup is really good, and that's why it was the main, concern, building the bullpen. If we can just match, if we can have a decent pitching staff, just decent. It doesn't have to be lights out. Just a decent pitching staff to go with this hitting. I think we're going to win quite a few ball games this year. Obviously more than last year with the 61 wins is Diaz. Another guy that's trying to compete for this, outfield spot, trying to get his spot on this team as he rips one up the middle. He's got a decent bat as well. As here comes Trey Mancini, and Mancini hits this one well into left center field. This one's back, and this one's gone. Another guy maybe looking for a resurgence. He's dropped down a little bit overall, but I still trust in Trey Mancini, and hopefully he will have a very good year. I would love to see it as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. And here comes Brent Rooker. Dude, this guy is just crushing the ball. 2 at-bats, 2 perfect swings. This one ripped right up the middle. If that would have hit the pitcher, that would have not been good. But, man, he is crushing the ball. As here comes Gunnar Henderson again. This one's hit well. Going back, and it's going to be caught at the wall. Gave it a ride. And we're tied up here at 4 apiece in the 8th. And here comes Diaz once again to the plate. He'll take the pitch down low. He ripped a base hit up the middle. Trying to get at least one on the board here. So maybe we're bringing Kenley Jansen and see what he has here in this first ball game. As the pitch from Diaz, he crushes this one into right field. This one's got some carry. Looking up, and this one's gone. So the ball is flying out of here in Sarasota. This one is out of here. And we have taken the lead 5-4 as Diaz comes in. Cranks one out, so he has to match Rooker. That's kind of a battle going on right there. But he matches him with a home run apiece, single apiece. And we can bring in Kenley Jansen. Try to close out this ball game. See what he's got here against this Pirates team here in this top half of the 9th inning. He obviously did not close last year in Atlanta, but he gets the spot back now. I think that's a more reason why, he decided to sign here. We guarantee him the closer spot. He has the cutter, gets him swinging for strike 3, out number 1 here in this 9th inning. You go back to Atlanta, yeah, you're probably going to be in more of a winning ball club. But if you want that closer spot, because you still have stuff like that, what a fantastic slider for out number 2. Gives you more of a chance to do what you want to do. One more out to go here. Cutter inside. That pitch is absolutely nasty. As we got an 0-2 count, trying to strike out the side here in the 9th inning, but he's going to get a pop-up, jam, looking at it. Mateo's underneath of it, and that is going to be the end of this ball game. And really, we saw some good stuff. Now, Zach Greinke might have struggled a little bit in the first inning. He settled down. I still think he pitched decently well. It was our first time pitching with him. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get used to. But the lineup looking pretty good. Mancini, Gunnar Henderson with a homer, Rooker, Diaz. But yeah, the Bradish was very good. 2 innings, 2 Ks, showed some really good stuff. And then Jansen with the 2 Ks at the end. So you see some good stuff there. As now we're going to head in to a game. Taking on a former ball club is Brent Rooker. We're going to player lock in this ball game after the home run and the single. We'll see what he has. Let's see what we can do with his bat. Rips this one up the middle. And this is going to be a 4-6-3 double play with the bases loaded. 1 out, cannot come through. So let's see what he's got in the field. You know, sometimes you're going to have games where he struggled, no doubt about it, offensively. But if you have decent defense, good arm, hey, that makes up for it. There's guys out there that have a terrible bat, but man, they can just play some outstanding defense, and they're starters for teams. So we'll get into the second at bat for Rooker. This one's popped up. Not going to get anywhere, and that is going to be an out. Like I said, it's baseball. You're going to have games like we did last time. As this one's hit well, this one's deep. At the wall, reaching up, and he's got it for the out. But yeah, you know, you're going to have a game where you hit a home run, you have a single. It's a very good game. But then you're going to have games where you're 0 for 4, you're going to be struggling, you're going to be, you know, upset, very frustrated, and you just can't let that linger. And that's the whole thing with some of these guys. You know, they're used to success, and they get into the big leagues as a first-round pick, and that success just doesn't come right away, and the frustration builds, and you still have that talent. You definitely do. You're not a first-round pick for nothing, but it's a lot of times the mental aspect of pretty much every sport, and that's why sometimes giving these guys a second shot, like I said, they have the talent, as you can see, the absolute frustration of missing that pitch, slider just hanging there, and he can't get a hold of it, pops it up, but you know, try your best to calm yourself down. It'll come, and hopefully that's what Brent Rooker is definitely hoping for here with this ball club now. As we head to the bottom half of the 9th inning, Jansen into the ball game. 2-1 is the score. This one's hit into left field. We're going to make the throw home, and it is going to gun him down at the plate. That'll make up for an 0 for 4 ball game. With a throw like that to maintain the lead in the bottom of the 9th inning. Oh, man. Perfect tag. Man, that was nice. And that is a victory. So, yeah, you might have had an 0 for 4 ball game, but you make up with a great throw to conserve the victory. Wow. That was great. So, 2-1, Alec Wells pitched 3 innings, 4 hits. 4 Ks, 1 earned, 1 walk, and look at the bullpen. They just allowed only 3 hits after that. That is it. That's what I want to see. Hopefully that's what this bullpen's going to be. So let's head into another game here, kicking on the Detroit Tigers. We got a first pitch situation. I've never seen this before, and that's absolutely terrible. That was terrible. First pitch throw, but there's not many first pitch throws that are actually pretty good at all. But let's get into this ball game. DL Hall, we're going to pitch with him. You can see what he's done so far in the spring. 2.25 ERA at 8 innings pitched. The walk's a little high, but still performing pretty well. So let's head to the top half of the first. You can see what he is throwing in there at 100. Wow. His Meadows to the plate, but he hit 30 home runs last year, it said. As this is a ground ball, Mountcastle's got that easily. So that's a 1-2-3 first here for DL Hall. You can see the stuff that he definitely has. Here comes Javier Baez. Baez, he can crush fastballs, as that one is crushed, and that's going to get off the wall. Yeah, you got to be careful to guys like that. Baez loves to crush the fastball, does there. He'll get in with a leadoff double in this second inning, so how can you get out of this jam? How can you minimize it? As this one's hit into center field, this one's going to be caught. Baez is going to be on his way over to third base. He'll get in there. So there will be 1 down. third. And here comes Jonathan Scope, former Oriole. Pitch to him as this one's going to be a little bit outside with the curveball. A 1-1 count. See if we can maybe, strikeout would be fantastic here, but we're going to get a ground out pitch over to first base. The run will score, but that's okay. Just limit the damage. The one will score. Get this final out here. It's only a 1-run ball game here in this second inning. Pitch. Fastball 99. They say he goes. Work this to a 1-2 count. Let's see if D. Hall can put him away here, and he will with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. Those are just so tough to lay off of. So just one run in, not too bad, but you can see, man, he just brings the heat. Just absolutely crazy arm. 0-2 count here, and see you later. Woo! Man, so that's, you want him to start. But if it's, hopefully maybe by middle of the season, because look at that. He is just blowing this fastball by guys. If he can just shore up his breaking stuff and his location, and man, that is just nasty. As Meadows goes down, I mean, there's not much you can really do about that. That slider starts probably at you and then just goes, 6 feet away. As Baez this time can't catch with the fastball. As DL Hall definitely impresses there. Looking very good. The Tigers would end up getting the victory, but DL Hall only allowed, the 1 run? That's pretty much it. Yeah, 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned, 4 Ks, showing fantastic stuff. I don't know. I still think we start him in AAA. I think we still start him in AAA, go from there, and hopefully same thing like last year. Maybe, he dominates in AAA, and maybe in the month of May, June, he's ready to go. But I'm definitely liking what I am seeing. As we'll get in another game, here's Ramon Urias with turning the double play. Right now, I would say he's the leader for second base. Checking out the stats, he's hitting pretty well so far here in spring training, playing some good defense. He's got very good contact. Like I was saying, with power, there's a lot of power guys, but if we can have a guy like this can, a little bit of gap shots, hit some singles, that would be fantastic. As what a turnaround throw. Just bad base running there, but a better play gets him out, still gets the single, and he's going to go 2 for 3 as we'll get a pinch hit. Jones will come in, a guy trying to make this team, and he's doing a very good job for himself. So far, batting .318. Got an 8-5 lead as he rips this one. That one's going to get into the gap. This one's going to be back, and even more gets over the wall for a home run. Make a name for yourself. That's why we're playing these spring training games, especially the team we have, trying to find as much talent as you possibly can. We want guys off the bench that are going to bring us some good stuff. And that's exactly what he did there. Man, that was absolutely great job. And we'll have the victory here against the Philly, 11-7. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far in this spring training. I think we got a lot of talent on this team with even more talent in the minors. There's guys that are playing very, very well. We gave up 7 runs in this ball game, 5 in the second inning. But it seems like the pitching's performing a lot better. Bats are still there. So far, so good for everything. We'll just see who makes the team. Mancini hits 2 home runs. Hayes has another one. And then we saw the one with Jones. Yeah, this time DL Hall struggled. 4 innings, 5 hits. 3 walks, still had 6 Ks, but you can see starting to struggle just a little bit. You can see he's just not quite ready yet. So we get near the end of spring training, 16-12. Hey, well, yeah, it's not bad. We're not really worried about record-wise. But let's take a look at the stats. Guys that are already ready to go. Let's see. Ramon Urias, 81 at-bats. He had 30 hits. Second most at-bats so far. He had 370. So second base is his. He's good to go. I mean, he had a 921 OPS for a guy that doesn't really crunch the ball that much. 427 on base. Yeah, it's all him. He's got second base. Mateo, 203. You can see he definitely struggled. Only a 254 on base. The thing with Mateo is that's really helping him out for making the team too is his speed. So we have to really think about that. Turin Vavra, 265, 308. He did well last year when we kind of simmed the rest of the season. the month of September, but I wasn't really expecting him to make the team. Colton Cowser did hit 333. Not a lot of at-bats, but Jones, 308, saying 27 at-bats, 8 hits, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Man, I would like to see him make the team as well. Gunnar Henderson with 5. Mountcastle ended up with 6 home runs, 19 RBI in the spring training. But yeah, Gunnar Henderson hit 312. So I'm hoping a very good season for him. I mean, we brought him up for a reason, get him a little bit of time last year. Really perform in your first really full season this year. And these young guys hopefully will start to produce. Look at his OPS. Man, over 1,000. How do we cut that guy? How does he not make the big league squad? He's obviously not going to start, but man, if we can put him on the bench and he can be kind of a guy that fills in if somebody else struggles, I don't see how that's a problem at all. Look at Duran. He pitched very well. Yeah, 3-1, 2.5 ERA, 1.33 WHIP. Yeah, only 5 walks and 18 innings pitched, 18 Ks. So he's got that 1-to-1 ratio, looking good. Bradish pitched very well, 1.93 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, 14 Ks and 9 1/3. DL Hall, he had a lot of innings, 24 1/3 innings, 26 Ks, 10 walks, but struggled, 5.92 ERA. WHIP not bad, but just letting up some hits and runs. Dean Kramer pitched very well. So this is, I think, what we're going to go for. Mullins is going to be your number 1 guy. Henderson at the 2 spot. We'll put Mountcastle at 3. It's your MVP. Austin Hayes at 4. Rushman, I think, at 5. We'll put Mancini at 6 so far at DH. Ramon Urias at second base at 7th spot. 8th, Justin Turner is going to start at third base, and Anthony Santander is going to be in right field. Anthony Benboom, Diaz makes the team. Jones makes the team, and that's really your bench right now. Rotation means Taillon, Greinke, Wells, Rodriguez. Obviously could mix here and there. Maybe Rodriguez moves up a tad, but I think that's pretty good. Bullpen, we got Duran. Bradish is going to be in the bullpen. I think his arm is so good that he's pretty good in the bullpen. Lugo, Hand, Stamen, Dylan Tate, Broxberger, Alvarez, and Kenley Jansen. That bullpen, I think, is absolutely stacked, and I think it's going to help us win a lot of ball games. So that's going to be it for spring training. Now we get into the regular season, and we take on the Yankees to start. Can't wait to get that one going. That'll be the next video, opening day, and hopefully we have a very good start to the season and start off season 2 well. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Keep hitting that like button. Subscribe if you are new for more franchise content. But you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.